Smiley shot this shit.
Smiley and Memoriies Media.
Shout out to Memoriies Never Die. Y'all already know.
Shout out to Smiley and Memoriies Media.
Shout out to my boy Smiley, man. Y'all already know.
How y'all doing today? It's a Memoriies Media podcast with your boy DJ Smiley. We got a very special guest in the building with us today, Mr. Austin. How you doing, Will? I'm doing good. So tell the people where you from.
I'm from Sylvester, Georgia. Small lad, country town. When people ask, I just normally say, I'm about 20, 25 minutes from Auburn. Then it started to click.
Yeah.
So, around that area.
What was life growing up in Sylvester, Georgia?
Shit, I really nothing to damn do. I mean, country ass shit, me and my homeboy, we always just, we just find out shit to do. And then shit, most of me growing up was working out, exercising and shit. So
Oh, you been doing this for a minute.
yeah, since I was little, like way back then.
Yeah.
So I got started working out back when I was 11. So how that shit started was I used to be fat as fuck, actually. So, and what triggered that for me to start making a change was I got cut from the damn basketball team when I tried out in 6th grade. Mind you, up to that point I played basketball, played baseball, played football, and I was good at them. But so the fact that I tried out for the basketball team and didn't make it, that shit was like what the fuck? I got cut? What the fuck? So I was like, I didn't like how that felt. It made me feel like I wasn't good enough. So then boom, made a change. I started looking up all type of shit. YouTube, how to boost metabolism, how to do this, eat this. Like I went in full-fledged. I ain't ease into the shit. I ain't like, I gotta take my time. Like hell no, it was either zero or hero, one or two. And the damn show went zero. So I dove in with the shit. And then like that summer I lost 50 pounds. So I went from 187 to 135. And this another
Over the summertime.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So the funny thing about it is, so growing up, in school back then, I was in honors classes, like accelerated classes. So we had the same classmates from fucking
Elementary school,
yeah,
probably.
elementary school all the way to high school. So when I came back to school that year in 7th grade,
Oh
some
yeah,
of my classmates
those
didn't
folks.
even know who the fuck I was.
A new kid.
Like this Austin? I'm like, hell yeah, that's me. So this another thing too. I had the damn Jenny Craig commercials and shit. They coming out with the larger clothing. They dropped them bitches. I even brought some big ass shorts. I used
Making
to
a scene like a
first day of
bug.
school. I brought them bitches up. I dropped them bitches.
Making it seem like a boy.
Some Weight Watchers shit. Yeah. So that's what I did. So and yeah, ever since then, bro, I just been into it. Like I been locked in with it. So like from me having a dumbbell set at the crib, pull up bar at the crib.
Yeah.
Like just always progressing with that shit, learning more and more, and then all the way up to this point now. So
how did that lead you to becoming a fitness instructor?
Honestly, Smiley, to be honest, I always used to say, fuck personal training. I would never do this shit. I used to say, I'm like, I don't want to give nobody excuses because, everybody got excuses and shit. So, and how I ended up starting was, like, I just initially just wanted to record videos. So, some people reached out like, Austin, you train, whatever, right? So as me just getting started with it, mind you, I mainly had the mindset of, okay, I'm just gonna make some content, whatever, right? I know it's gonna be fun, I know it's gonna be entertaining, I know how I'm gonna make the content. But also too, in the back of my head, I'm like, Austin, you gonna have to end up taking this shit seriously. But I was like, well, when that time get here, I will. So up to that point, I was just recording shit, whatever. Started putting it out, and then this thing I know, shit, lead up to this point now, like shit, I'm training clients for it, like shit, I like doing it.
So what was it? You didn't want to be when you didn't want to do it, become an instructor because you was already doing fitness. You just didn't want to be an instructor. Yeah. Was it you being around people that you didn't want to do it, or? No,
really, it wasn't that I was around people and didn't want to do it. It was more of just people when it comes to fitness, people have excuses. And so I knew that not that people reached out to me and had excuses and tried it, and people never had it. I didn't even give nobody the chance, never asked me. So it was just I just know how people get with excuses and shit. So, but like I said, it started with train one person, like I said, just for content reasons, and then the thing just started rolling over and over and over. Then like it just progressed to now, to where like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it is.
So what made you get into content?
Shit, I've been doing content for forever. Hell.
Yeah, what kind of content you was doing before fitness?
Mainly like just humor on like TikTok or party shit, lit shit. That's what I mainly do.
Yeah.
So, just vlogging shit like that. And it's crazy because I would post some fitness shit on my Instagram, but I would never take the fitness shit seriously simply because I was like, oh, this is my life already. I don't really gotta post that shit. Like, I didn't have to post about me working out. Like, I wanted to do other things. Like, I wanted to be like on the lit shit. Like, cause shit, hell, if I went in the gym, I'm at the party.
Yeah.
I'm like for the party, I'm in the damn circle dancing like a bitch. So it didn't matter. So like shit, me being a party nigga, like outside nigga, like the fitness shit, that shit gonna always be there. But in my head at the time, I didn't want to be known for fitness. I just wanted like to be known for the lit shit. But then you see that, oh damn, this nigga work out for real. So it's kind of like I want to be known for this, but being also sidely known for me working out and shit. But then I had that decision. I was just like, you know what? Like, if I know I can take this shit over, if I know I can implement myself into this fitness industry, being creative as I am and being as impactful as I am, then why the fuck not?
Yeah.
So then that was at the point of like end of 2023, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this shit. And so with me doing it wasn't that like, oh, I'm hoping that I blew up, or hoping that this happened. Like I knew, like I was that convinced. Like I know, like it ain't no maybe it will, maybe no, hell no. I already knew. So, and I continue to know as I continue to get better, as I continue to do more things and things of that nature. Like it's just, it's inevitable.
Yeah. So when you're doing fitness, what's some of your training and fitness philosophies?
Well, my biggest thing is to be 1% better every day. And by that, really, really having a 1% better mentality. And by that, I mean, even on a bad day, you're better. And on a good day, you're better. But that also comes with not looking at good days and bad days as good days and bad days. And by that, I mean trying to subject it to like white or black, as far as like, oh, this is a bad day, this is a good day, this is a bad day. Like, it's mainly more of lessons. Mainly more of, okay, well, let's say if you didn't do as well on a certain day with eating or working out or something, right? When you wake up the next day, you still better because you learned from the shit.
Yeah.
And then let's say it's a great day that you worked out and you ate good and ate properly or whatever, right? Okay, that's the day that you build momentum with, build consistency with. So at no point is it any retrogression in your progress if you have a different perspective change on how you look at it.
Yeah.
So that's my main philosophy, and really just being disciplined, like really having, like, yeah, that's it. Like mainly having a 1% mentality every day. Like that's probably like my main one, and being being the best version of yourself. Like that's important. Being great. Like how what can you do when you wake up? What can you do to be better? What can you do to be great? What can you do to be the best version of yourself? So now that you got that mentality, everything else needs to be in alignment. Because that's what it's mainly about, alignment. If your mind ain't there, well, nothing else follow that shit.
Yeah.
You can't fix a mental problem with a physical solution. So no matter how much you try to do shit, if your mind ain't there, that shit will never work. But if your mind is there, like I said, having the mentality of 1% better, having the mentality of being great, then therefore everything will fall in line.
Yeah.
So with training, philosophy, with fitness, that's my main thing. And honestly, with life too, because essentially like that shit just don't apply to life. I mean, that shit just don't apply to fitness. That shit apply to life.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's mainly my philosophy.
So when a customer come to you and they trying to get you to instruct them how to do better workouts, most likely they come to you to lose more weight, in a sense. Is carb restriction the best way to lose weight?
No. Fuck no. If anything, I would tell people to eat more carbs. I hate how the internet done villainize carbs. That shit is stupid. Because carbs is your energy source. Well, all calories are energy, but mainly carbs is your fuel source. That's your energy source. So you doing carb restriction, like you basically like depleting your energy source at that point. So it's like you can do keto, you can do, all the low carb shit, high carb shit. Hell, I used to do carb cycling, carb backloading. This was back when I was in damn high school. I was doing that shit. And it's like it depends on, like, for example, carb cycle, carb backload, and that's mainly kind of for like you looking at it from a macronutrient manipulation in order with building muscle and shit. But even still, trying to have sustainable long-term success, fuck no, not carb restriction. But yeah, it just don't make sense. Like, the only way to ever lose weight is to be in a caloric deficit. And it's funny how some people try to look at, oh yeah, I tried a caloric deficit or whatever. Like, shit, what the fuck you mean you tried it? That's the only shit you can ever try, to lose weight, nigga.
Yeah.
So it's being in a caloric deficit. So the carb restriction, hell no, I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah. So another way people have been losing weight, this viral sensation, Ozempic.
Oh God.
So Ozempic, also known as semaglutide, is used for type 2 diabetes. It works by mimicking the effects of a hormone called GLP-1, which helps regulate your blood sugars by reducing your appetite, making you feel more full, which helps you lose weight. Wegovy is the same medication, but it's packaged for non-diabetic patients. Some of the cons of people who took Ozempic has the symptoms was face having hollowed out appearance, wrinkles and lines across their face making them look older, loose saggy skin, aka Ozempic face. These effects happen when you lose weight fast. As a fitness instructor, do you judge people who rather take Ozempic instead of working out?
It's like, I mean, you make a decision because you feel like that's the best decision for you at the time. So I won't necessarily judge you off the decision, but I will say, have you tried the other alternative? Have you really put in your all when it comes to, proper dieting, when it comes to exercising? Have you sought out help? Have you really been intentional with it? The same way you were intentional with something else in your life and you end up sticking it out and it end up working for you. Did you have the same type of purposeful intention when it came to your health and improving your nutrition and improving your physical fitness? Now, if you say you did and this was your other resort, then okay. But even if you do that, that still doesn't fix the underlying problem. If your main reason for getting Ozempic was to lose weight, okay, the weight gone, but you still don't know how to eat. You still don't know how to exercise. So that whole thing, the problem was never fixed. And that goes back to what I said about you can't fix a physical problem. You can't fix a physical. You can't have a physical solution for a mental problem. Yeah. So now you're in your head, you're still unfit. You just think you fit. You're still unfit, and those same problems will arise again. So
my next question to you is, all right. So people are either getting surgery or they taking Ozempic, right? But then now they posting hella gym videos, working out and stuff. How you feel about that?
I'll say this. The truth will come to light after a while. If you can post all the shit you want to, I see some influencer or whatever, or they say if they be putting on the front, oh, I did this, and then they actually had surgery or did this, whatever. It'll come to the forefront because motherfuckers like me that are knowledgeable, that are educational with the shit, and other influencers, I ain't gonna say influence, but other individuals who are in this field that know the real deal, that know the actual knowledge when it comes to this shit. We know who bought the shit and who put on the front based on the information that you put out. Because you gonna start saying shit that you kind of don't know about, and there's gonna be loopholes in what you're saying, and you have no scientific evidence to back up what the fuck you saying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for those that try to put up the front,
does it bother you, or you just peep game and you just
I mean, it only bothers me because it affects people who believe the shit and run with it. So, it's easy to this girl, she got 200,000 followers. She said this and said that, and so it got to be true because look how many followers she got. Yeah, that don't mean shit. Shit. I mean, a big can think a nigga gonna treat her right or whatever just 'cause he said this and that. Then guess what? You leave your ass in the dust.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just because she got a lot of followers and shit, that don't mean that she's necessarily credible, or doesn't mean that they're necessarily trustworthy. And I see it from aspects of men influencers, women influencers. So It's more like it's kind of fitness is kind of a wicked industry, man. Because you gotta look at those who telling the truth for real. You gotta look at those who lying. Like, I mean, and then but 9 times out of 10, the truth always gets covered up of all the bullshit, up under all the bullshit. So, yeah, as far as it bothering me, it just bothers me when people know they spewing bullshit. Like, you know that's bullshit, and then they try to. Then the moment they get, I was finna say the moment they get came at, holy shit, pause, holy shit. The moment that people, now I can't even say comfort them either. The moment that people say something that disputes or that challenges what they post or whatever, now it's like, oh, I'm getting attacked or whatever. No, like, you said this was wrong. Like, I've seen the influencer, she say, like, she got like 300,000 followers. She don't follow nobody. Also red flag. Like, what the fuck you mean you don't follow nobody? You don't get inspiration from nobody. You don't get knowledge from nobody. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? So, continuing on. She's posted some shit like, oh, I knew how to build mass, build muscle, but I needed to tone the muscle. The fuck you mean tone the muscle? You can't tone the muscle. Like, that shit is. So then she starts talking about Pilates and shit. So now her saying that, you look at her body and she's saying this shit, everybody think, oh yeah, Pilates is the way to go. No, the fuck it's not. You trying to have a fat ass, you trying to have flat stomach, you trying to look like the other fitness influencers that you look up to, and you see what they do, right? You see they lifting heavy, you see they doing RDLs, hip thrusts, step ups, glute bridges. You see they doing everything up under the sun pertaining to building a nice physique.
Yeah.
What the fuck make you think Pilates is the way to do this shit? You don't even see them do it. So why would you take that route? But they're gonna take that route because they believe Shawty, because she looked a certain way and she said this type of thing. Like, but just because she said that type of thing, just because she got to follow that don't mean she's necessarily right. But like I said, you only look at shit from, the followers. You only look at shit from a certain standpoint. People really gonna only understand shit from the level of consciousness that they operate from. So, if you don't know no better, you ain't gonna know no better.
Yeah.
But folks like me that know better, know better.
Make it dig. Mark Wilson, the black man who was convicted for shooting a 17-year-old out here in 2020.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
All right. He spending a decade in prison. The 23-year-old Georgia native was convicted on August 31st for the death of Haley Hutchinson. Wilson said that he was harassed, called racial epithets, and nearly ran off the road in his car by 3 male teens in a pickup truck on June 14, 2020. Fearing for his life and that of his then girlfriend who was sitting in the passenger seat, Wilson fired his legally owned handgun at the truck, hoping to scare them all. But as he found out a day later, one of the 3 shots struck and killed Hutchinson, who he didn't know was sitting in the vehicle. He eventually turned himself into the police and was charged with felony murder and aggravated assault. His ex-girlfriend, Emma Richardson, I think that's her name, says to judge, I would like you to remember that Mark Wilson saved my life that night. I truly believe that if he didn't do what he did, we would have both lost our lives that night. Georgia is one of the 36 stand your ground states where a person can use deadly force whenever they reasonably fear for their life. Defense attorneys for Wilson tried to claim the defense in the lead up to the trial, but the effort ultimately fell short, leading to questions about the law's fairness. A 2020 study by the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights found that between 2005 and 2010, just 11% of stand your ground cases involving a black shooter were seen as justified, compared to 45% of cases involving a black victim and a white shooter. Did you know anybody involved in this case?
Hell no.
No. What was your thoughts on the case when it first came down?
Honestly, I heard about it, but I really didn't look too much into it. Like, I didn't.
Yeah.
I kind of just be on my own shit. Like, I don't be, I hear somebody, but I ain't really.
Did you see any effects on the Statesboro area, Georgia Southern area, when this happened? Was it a talk of the town or? Nah.
Shit, not from my perspective. Like I said, I wouldn't even be too much care about it. As far as, now knowing that he was wrongfully accused and look at how the situation happened for what I heard, like, yeah, that's fucked up. Especially, like, you look at how the shit played out. Like, when you get provoked like that, hell, like, fuck. But of course, like I said, we look look at the racial discrimination that's going to be in the justice system. And that was one of the situations that happened. So, like, do I agree with the ruling that he should go to jail, go to prison? Fuck no, because I feel like he was justified in doing what the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
And the reason why he acted why he reacted the way he did. But as far as just me being so into the case and into the matter and how it affected everything around here.
Yeah. Well, shoot, we appreciate you for giving us your time, Will.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
what you got planned for the rest of 2025?
A lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of great shit. That's gonna come to fruition. I don't wanna say the thing. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Yes.
But, yeah. So yeah, just a lot of good things in store. Things that I plan to do. Things that are gonna get done. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Where do people can find you out on social media?
Find me at Austin J. Instagram Austin __ J11. Instagram, TikTok is Austin J11. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, it's been the Memoriiies Media Podcast. Thank you.